My name is Dan Josephs, and I'm a Sifu in Wing Chun Kung Fu. Sifu in Kung Fu, Chinese martial arts, is a black belt. Similar to, in Japanese martial arts, what you call a sensei. Over time, through drills, repetitions, and techniques, you acquire that title after, your Sifu, the Sifu that's gonna make you a Sifu, sees that you can teach and properly instruct the technique. This art been passed on from years and years and years. So you wanna find somebody that can properly bring the curriculum towards the student and the disciple so they can, get their own perspective on it and then bring it back on. Kung Fu, the technical term, is skills achieved over time. I know a lot of people hear Kung Fu and see Kung Fu and they're like, oh, it means fighting, and actually it doesn't. It means skills achieved over time. So if you're a mechanic and you're good with your hands and fixing cars, that's your Kung Fu. If you're a painter, if you do videos and stuff, over time you learn everything, the whole semantics of what you do in a whole over time, and then that eventually turns, your whole passion into Kung Fu. So my lineage of Wing Chun stems from great Grandmaster Yip Man. That's the person who actually taught Bruce Lee, to great Grandmaster Moyat, to Grandmaster Watts, to Master Stephan, to me, Sifu Dan. So the philosophy of Wing Chun pretty much is the economy of motion. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. In a real fight, you want to get the fight over as quick as possible, only because you don't know if another person, if they have their friends with them, they're gonna try to jump you. So in order to acquire that much power and speed, over time, you're gonna train that. We learn about the center line theory, that we attack the center line. The center line have a lot of organs and, like the eyes, the nose, the bladder, and stuff like that. So easily try to immobilize the opponent. But the whole philosophy, it changes, it varies from different school to different school. To me, I feel like the philosophy should be more so calm, relaxed, smooth. You get the job done, have confidence in your skills and your techniques that you've trained over and over and over until it becomes second nature. Say you wake up in the morning, you know how to brush your teeth. You brush your teeth so well, you can have your phone and doing the same thing at once. A Wing Chun practitioner's mind is doing the same thing, multitasking, knowing what's the next move, to make sure that you mobilize the person. So sometimes I try to challenge, myself as well. So I tell other people too, listen, everybody know how to brush your teeth with the dominant hand. Go try the weaker hand and have you go, oh man, I don't know how to brush my teeth no more. So within that stuff, that's a whole learning lesson. Wing Chun Kung Fu changes over time in different eras. There's some things that could be applied and there's some things that can't. There's it's not forgotten techniques, but it's over time people change. Now in this era of MMA and BJJ and stuff like that, the wild, dirty boxing and just something quick, Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, you want to make sure that the Wing Chun you have, that you acquire, you could adapt to that. Adapt, adjust, and then overcome. I have this seed in soil philosophy for any student that comes to me to want to learn Wing Chun Kung Fu. I tell them, listen, your first lesson now, you are a seed and I planted you inside this world of Kung Fu now, right? And over time, yes, you're gonna sprout, you're gonna grow. And it's up to my job to make sure that I balance you properly by giving you the right amount of water, right amount of sunlight. Then I'll go and proceed and ask the student, okay, if I give you too much water, what's gonna happen? They'll say, oh, I'm gonna drown. If I give you too much sunlight, what's gonna happen? They say, oh, I'm gonna burn up. So I say, yeah, I gotta make sure, because everybody's walk of life is different. Yeah, some people might need a little bit more sun to start sprouting. And that's that's my job. The sign, the yin yang sign, the black and white. There's no pure darkness without pure light. There's no pure light without pure darkness. So you have to find that balance. And as a Sifu, it's your job to make sure you find that balance within that student, to make sure they're not giving off too much yin or too much yang. So this shapes my life in all areas. It calms me down. It makes me look at life more precious. Everything these days in this era now is instant, microwavable. Everybody wants things now. They want it right now. Let's get this done, real quick and everything like that. But good things come in time. Patience is a virtue, as we all know. And it calmed me down. It made me look in everybody's perspective, because there's more than one way to look at things. You know, I say 1 + 1 is 2, 8 take away 6 is 2. You know, it's two different perspectives, but look, you get the same answer. So with that, it just makes me be more introspective on how, you know, I view the world now. Give everybody a chance to, you know, state their opinion and, you know, express how they feel.